We are live here at Tap TV, Port Harcourt, River State, Nigeria, and you're welcome to another interesting episode on the newspaper review for today being the 15th day of October 2025. I am Achamaze Prosper, and I have here with me a beautiful political analyst, Miss Chidima. Miss Chidima, how are you doing?
I'm very fine, thank you. And how are you?
I'm good, ma'am. Thank you very much. All right, Miss Chidima. At the early hours of this morning, we saw the rain pour down so heavily. I guess most of us, we felt like we won't be at work today, but here we are. So, how did you feel this morning when it was pouring down heavily this morning, ma'am?
Obviously, I just wanted to sleep. I just wanted to be at home. But again, I need to be at work because that's the only way I get my source of income. And not just that, the fact that it has been raining for a very long time. I mean, this is normally the dry season, but it's due to the climate change and all, and we've been having a lot of rain, even clothes services don't even dry. But at the end of the day, it's still a nice weather because the sun is not like too much.
All right. All right. Thank you about that. Another thing, where yesterday we saw the Super Eagles of Nigeria win our neighboring country, Benin Republic, 4-0, and they qualified to the playoffs. But some persons thought that they qualified straight to the World Cup. But no, they only qualified for the playoffs, which will be coming up in March. And as a Nigerian, which you are, what would you say to our players, the Super Eagles?
Well, I will actually say congratulations. I'm not a big fan of football, but at the end of the day, they did us well. And I just hope that the next stage they're going for, they also put on this same energy. I mean, them getting four and then our neighboring country getting zero. At the end of the day, let this energy follow them to the next stage. So let them not go there and like disgrace us, please.
All right, thank you about that. So let's dive into the main business of today, which is the newspaper review. And the first newspaper on our list today is Vanguard. Dangote Refinery deploys CNG trucks to distribute petrol at 850 naira per litre. This will be seen in page 16. Why I dumped PDP for APC, Governor Mbah says. This will be seen in page 6. Maths no longer compulsory for arts candidates, FG says. Approves new admission guidelines. This will be seen in page 26. Deflection. We warned Nigeria of APC's one party game plan, Wabara says. This will be seen in page 6. Illegal financial outflows worsen Nigeria's revenue problem, IMF. This will be seen in page 14. Madagascar's president flees as court declares seat vacant. Names army chief new leader. This will be seen in page 8. ASU reps move to advert breakdown university system. NLC draws battle line with FG over educational crisis. This will be seen in page 8. All right, Ms. Chidima, we could see the governor of Enugu State, who was formerly a member of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, deflect to APC, and he made a comment, like he said, why I dumped PDP for APC. So what's your take on this, ma'am?
Um, okay, no using of too much water. Okay. Now the thing is this: am I going to be surprised that the Enugu State governor has moved from PDP to APC? No, and this is because the politics as a whole is a chess game, and everybody wants where at the end of the day they get favored. You understand? Now him moving to another party, obviously he has to put himself first. The fact that maybe if the president wins again next year, there are a lot of favors that come with it. You understand? Now, I believe he believes that him being in PDP will not give him those benefits that he needs. And the fact that Tinubu has been putting a lot of effort to his 2027 election campaign, and it's obviously when you hear about Tinubu, you feel like he's going to win at the end of the day, which is still under probability. But for some persons, for some politicians, they already have it in their mindset that he's going to win. And I mean, if you see someone that is already one of the ruling parties, one of the winning parties, if I'm the one, I will still move from my present party to another party. So at the end of the day, it is what they gain from it. If he feels like the APC is the only place where he's going to get the benefits he deserves, then it's a go ahead for him.
All right, Ms. Chidima, one of the reasons the governor of Enugu State for his deflection to APC was that He felt that his vision and that of the president aligns. And also, he also gave a reason that the PDP had been a main party in the southeast, but recently they could see in the party that the southeast had been neglected in positions and all what's that. But for me as a person, I believe that that shouldn't be a much reason for him to leave the party. But like we all say, politics is a game of interest. So we believe that he has other personal reasons why he left the party. Thank you about that. And over to the next newspaper, we have the Daily Sun. Mbah, my movement to APC to align Enugu's vision with transformation with Tinubu's national reform. Ndibo back to political mainstream, Shetima says. This will be seen in page 6. PDP leaders fight in court over convention. Dan Juma, legal advisor clash over council's representation. This will be seen in page 25. Rep words into FG as to dispute. NLC issues 2 weeks ultimatum to FG. This will be seen in page 27. Hot dating money influx. IMF warns Nigeria. Others. This will be seen in page 2. FG issues new tertiary institution admission guidelines. This will be seen in page 27. Over to you, Ms. Chidima. In the newspaper, we see that the leaders of the People's Democratic Party are currently fighting in court over the proposed convention they're supposed to have later this year. So, what's your take on this, ma'am?
For quite some time now, PDP have been one of the most popular parties, and at least we know that most of our politicians have come out from the PDP in the sense that they have won most of their political seats from the PDP party. And now the fact that PDP have been going to court, mostly because Wiki have been suing them to court, it is very alarming when it has to do with the election that they are preparing for. I mean, if the inner caucus of the PDP are actually suing themselves to court, meaning they don't even trust themselves enough, and then coming out to tell us that they are going to be preparing for the presidential election, how are we going to trust the candidates that they're going to bring out from those parties? Like, how will you be okay? This is every party is like a family. You understand? Yes. Now, if the elder brother and the younger brother are always fighting, people outside don't trust the party, the family as a whole. Now, BK has been talking back and forth, even suing them to courts. And then now their convention, like you said, is coming up, and they are still in court, and there's no particular decision being made by the courts for this issue that is ongoing. And then still they are still telling us that they are preparing for the election and they are coming out strong. I'm not surprised why the governor of Enugu State even had to leave them, because I mean, continuous fighting, no particular campaign done, even to the fact that Atiku and someone, even Tinubu, has been attacking their the party for a very long time now. These persons that are actually attacking this PDP are people that actually came out of the PDP party, one of the most oldest party members they have ever had. And it is a very shameful thing, because I feel like when you're preparing for a very big election, you're not supposed to show your weaknesses outside. And now it's a very funny thing that Wike, knowing fully well that they are supposed to be preparing for the election, is busy suing them to court. I mean, you can actually fix your problems without having to go to the court for it. If it's greed that is the problem, I don't know, because why will you be going to court at the very tender time when you're supposed to be preparing for the election? So at the end of the day, it's a so at the end of the day, all these displays, all these things we see, all these courts back and forth, because since the early January of this 2025, I mean, they've been going to court, they've been back and forth on themselves. They come out and say, okay, this person is not who we want as our representative. We don't know about this person being our representative. Everything always having a negative attention on their side. I mean, if they have all this negative attention, how do they think that we, the citizens, are going to even vote them for the 2027 election? So that's my take on it.
All right, thank you about your analysis, Mr. Chidima. So, also on this issue, you know, when seeing these things, seeing that the leaders of the People's Democratic Party are actually fighting in court for the forthcoming convention, it's a big shame on the People's Democratic Party. We could see earlier this year when one of their leaders, Atiku Abubakar, left the party for ADC, and currently we are seeing the governor of Enugu State also leaving the party. Other governors have also left the party in this country. So the People's Democratic Party should fight their issue internally and solve it. And currently we are hearing that the convention has been suspended indefinitely. And I just hope that PDP gets to solve these issues before the elections come up. And that's that on the newspaper review for today. You could be a part of this by putting down your opinion in the comment section. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our social media channels. I remain Acho Amaze Prosper, and here with me, our beautiful political analyst, Ms. Chidima. Thanks for being in the studio today with me, Ms. Chidima.
You're welcome.